everybody! My name is Rica Peralejo-Bonifacio and welcome to my vlog! I'm Rica and I've been married for the past 10 years to Joseph, my husband, who is a pastor. So he works in the church. And we've got a son named Philip, and he is 5 years old. And I've got an upcoming little one in my tummy. Yeah, I am already somewhat 29-30 weeks pregnant as per ultrasound. The estimated due date is on June, so it's only a few more weeks to go. And I'm kind of panicking, like I want to nest. It's been 5 years since the last time I brushed up on these things about birthing. And so I'm just really fascinated because after 5 years, parang ang dami na ring nag-change sa baby, mommy, birthing scene na hindi pa available during my time, diba? Parang technology is just so fast that it would give you new gadgets, new ways, new information. Even science does not stop in giving us a lot of things that could inform kind of birth or the kind of parenting, kind of care that you want to give to your children. So this vlog really is for those who are expecting like me, and it doesn't matter if it's your first or your second or your third. If you're looking for some information or karamay, first of all, bakit ko ba ginagawa to? Actually, this is my second baby already, and then the first kay Philip. I also was medyo talaga ako, mabasa, ma-research. Gusto ko talaga ng information. Gusto ko when I make a decision, it's informed. This is the reason why I go through a lot of these books and resources. But also, I had a revelation before pa na giving birth to a baby, delivering a baby, however you might want to call it, is not a simple thing. It entails a lot of things in your life and also in your baby's life. And it's also definitely, kaya nga tawag, di ba, labor. Did you start labor already? Because you are gonna work for it. So, meron tayong 9 months or 40 weeks na oras para mag-prepare ng mga katawan natin. When I say katawan, our bodies, to prepare our bodies, it's not only the physical as in like my arms or my tummy or my legs, exercising this lower part of my body, but also this, the one in the head. May mental yan, tapos meron din tayo this, the heart na piniprepare natin yan. And also just spiritually, it's a holistic thing. And so we need a lot of preparation. Lalo na if we want the best birth possible for ourselves and also for the child that is gonna come through this womb and our bodies, right? So here's my phone, and I've got a couple of suggestions for all of you guys. You can choose if you want to take these recommendations or not, but I'm just gonna organically say things that I know from my head and in my heart. So here we go. Let's start with birth classes. What are birth classes? Simply, they are classes that will teach you all about things that would go on during your birth. May iba-ibang classes, may iba-ibang teachers, may iba-iba rin na schedules, but basically what they teach is kung ano may nangyayari pag nanganganak tayo. And we really need that much understanding kasi minsan when we have so much pain and pressure, mabilis nating nakakalimutan lahat ng mga bagay-bagay. Kasi syempre, under pain and pressure ka na eh. So, maganda rin na meron kang enough knowledge in your head coupled with practices or exercises that would be probably taught to you in those classes na pwede mong gawin yung practical part habang nanganganak ka to relieve yourself of the pain or the pressure or even to just sustain you. Kasi yung iba talaga, long hours of labor. Yung iba, luckily, they have their fast births, but others really take long. Like I labored for 22 hours with my first one. So it wasn't really fast and easy, and I ended up with a C-section. But when it comes to birth classes, I have the list here. We've got birthingbeginnings.com. You can have classes with Tammy C. Tammy C is my friend, and she recently just took up all the classes and the certification abroad to be a licensed childbirth educator. So you can take her classes. I can pretty much vouch for her. And then yung mga usual na meron tayo dito to Chicky Brosas. Search up her name. I've heard also from my friend na ang galing niya, na-inspire siya dun sa pagturo ni Miss Chicky about childbirthing. The first class that I attended before was actually with Betty San Luis, and you can find her on birthingisablessing.ph. But what I did for this pregnancy is that I took up an online birthing class. So this may not be like mainstream kasi this is for evangelical Christians, or at least those who believe in Jesus, God, the triune God. If you believe in a triune God, I think that this would work for you because we are evangelical Christians. So I've been looking for a birthing class that would speak to me not only about the hormones that are at play when I'm giving birth, or like what exercise I could do to relax my body or to make my body work accordingly to the birth. Naghahanap din ako ng spiritual aspect kasi nga katulad ng sinabi ko, birthing is a holistic thing. It's not as if your body, as in like your just lower part of your body is working, but also your mind and your heart and your soul. So I've been looking for a birthing class that would really talk to me about birth and God. And if you are looking for that, one really helpful class that I attended online is the Kingdom Birth class. This is by Kira Blazer. She's not Filipino. She's actually from, I think, in the States. I forget where. But she has an online class which you can purchase for, I think, $70 or $90. But, so you could just go to heavenlywelcome.com and you would find details there on how you could get her class. And really, again, I highly recommend it if you're a believer of the Bible and of God. Got that from heavenlywelcome.com. So go ahead and get her class if you could afford it, especially for second or third time moms na parang ayaw mo na sigurong mag-physical class. This is a great alternative. Aside from classes, I also would highly recommend preparing your birth team. Like really thinking about who's gonna be a part of your birth team. When I say birth team, ito yung mga taong makakasama mo habang nanganganak ka. And for some people, okay na, more than enough to have their husbands with them or their partners with them. But in my case, because of what has happened to me before when I gave birth to Philip, and also parang my desire to do VBAC. VBAC is vaginal birth after cesarean. So cesarean ako sa first ko. And I really have a strong desire to make this one as natural as possible because of a lot of reasons I'll tell you another time. But because of that, I really need the assistance of everyone crucial to that birth, right? So I've got my husband, and I'm also studying myself ano pa ba yung mga kailangan ko. And one thing that I would highly recommend is getting a doula. Now, I know that's an extra pay on top of everything that you are thinking about, hospital bills, the professional fee of your doctor, or if you're using a midwife, syempre may fee rin yung midwife. But ako, I really believe that a doula who is a birth coach. So, ano ba yung doula? Doula is a birth coach. Hindi siya yung hindi siya magpa-perform ng anything medical. Wala siyang gagawin she's not even gonna get the heartbeat or the heart rate of your baby while you're giving birth. But she's there to provide education. You're gonna meet before you give birth. So she's already gonna give you like resources. A lot of what I'm sharing with you guys today is actually from my own doula. And so the doula's role is to really just educate you so you could get the best birth possible for your baby. And this doula of mine has provided me also with exercises, and by the time that I give birth to my next one, this one, the little one in my tummy, nandun din siya para gawin yung mga iba-ibang position. So, kunwari, I'm stuck at a certain cm, yung dilation ko hindi nagpo-progress. She is trained to give you advice and education on what you can do to make it faster or to make it feel better, to alleviate the pain, and to take off the pressure so you can endure longer. So, yun yung mga pwede niyang i-provide sa'yo. So, yun din talaga yung reason why I got the doula. So, you might want to check out Tammy C is a doula. Chicky Brosas is also a doula, I think. So, you could just check online ano ba yung mga rates nila. I'm getting Irina, who has a last name that I cannot really pronounce kasi mahirap siya i-spell, mahirap din siya i-pronounce. But anyway, Irina is gonna be my doula. These are the names that I know of, and maybe you want to do your own research. Sino pa ba ang mga doula natin sa Pilipinas? Aside from that, if you are going for a natural birth, if you want the best birth possible, I also highly suggest going with a midwife or a doctor na sobrang feel nyo in your spirit na okay tong taong to, na she is also gonna be my advocate when it comes to the advocate of myself, of the birthing mom, and also of the baby when the time comes. So now let's move on to the books. So I love to read, and I have a couple of books here that I could show you guys na pwede ninyong basahin habang nagpre-prepare kayo for your birth. And I just wanna be clear that when I say preparing for birth, I am really preparing for the best birth possible. That's in my head and my heart. And for me, that would be a natural birth. I had CS before, but I am very honest with myself that if I had something to call like the best birth possible, that would be a natural birth, unmedicated, free of any mechanical or technological assistance, and even medicinal assistance. Yung talagang naturally lang yung body mo yung nagbe-birth sa baby, right? And the baby is cooperating with you. Of course, I'm not saying that those who have had CS like me are like did a bad birth for their babies. We are thankful that this technology, the science has already come for those moms who are probably in danger, diba? Kasi meron din naman talagang mga cases na kailangan mo nang i-CS ang isang tao at buksan dahil mapanganib na for both mom and baby or whatever complication, right? So we are grateful for that. But at the same time, in the same breath, I would like to say that if you can, go for natural. Natural has a lot of benefits. I'm gonna tell you more about that later why. Like, I've been researching and I've had a lot of information that really convinces me that natural birth is the best birth possible. So here are the books that I'm gonna share with you. I've read them. So this one, I read this before already. Ina May's Guide to Childbirth. Bakit siya maganda? Kasi ano siya? Mas maganda siya. Hindi ko na maalala kung bakit. Pero maganda siya in the sense na, well, Ina May kasi is a very famous midwife. And her stories alone and her observations, it helps to boost your faith for natural birth. It could really remind you that our bodies as women were really made for this. That this is not, like when we're in pain and pressure, we could actually remind ourselves, you know, our bodies were created and designed by God to handle this kind of moment in our lives, yung giving birth. So it's really a fascinating book. It will help you a lot. I also was lent by my friend this book, Hypnobirthing. Okay, with the title of it, parang akala ninyo, parang siyang new age, diba? Pero actually, hindi siya new age. Meron siyang scientific process na tinatawag dun sa hypnosis, na yung hypnosis, hindi siya yung parang yung...
So, like, okay. Concentrate on what you see. Relax with it.
Hindi ganon yung hypnosis na sinasabi niya dito. Yes? Okay! May iba siyang klaseng process na you could get into. Honestly, ako, hindi ko na... Parang sa dami ng binasa ko, pinili ko lang talaga yung gusto kong gawin. I'm not doing the practice of this one. But a lot have testified that by using her techniques, the author's techniques, Marie F. Mongan, it really helped them a lot. What I like the most about this book, though, it's From Celebration to Fear, A History of Women and Birthing. This is a chapter that helped me so much, informed me so much about the history of birthing. Na apparently, so much of what we have in our heads and the image that we have in our heads and what we think about birthing comes from what has been projected to us over time. Na masakit to, nakakatakot to, di ba? Para namang totoo yan, no? Kung meron tayong nakikita pelikula, lagi natin nakikita yung babae na... And so that really influences our mind and that puts fear in us, and fear makes us tense up. It makes our adrenalines work instead of the other hormones that are better working for our, like oxytocin, for our giving birth. So parang mas lalong humihirap. Sabi nga nila, kapag daw ang isang mahirap na bagay ay nadagdagan pa ng takot, mas lalo pa raw itong sumasakit. So yun, nakatulong lang sa akin yung history of birthing and how a lot of what we know today is actually cultural and historical more than it is actually scientifically proven. So if I were you, yun, basa-basa kayo ng mga history ng panganganak at may educate din tayo na may mga bagay naman pala tayong hindi pala dapat katakutan. Power of a Parent's Blessing, really powerful book that has stories, theological reasons, and also practices that it could give you. It gives you those things na pwede mong sundan. Let's say lang na accidentally na-curse mo yung baby sa womb mo na parang, I don't wanna have this baby anymore. It's just so hard. Ganon. Kasi yung iba naman talaga, they have really, really difficult pregnancies, and we would say things like that. We don't really mean it for real, but because of the pain and the hardship, you say things that you don't really want to happen naman. But nabitawan mo siya, and that could possibly affect the baby. So this book is gonna be very helpful for you when it comes to those things. Ano ba yung mga spiritual implications sa mga ginagawa natin sa anak natin, and how could we redeem them from the negative things that we have already done or said before. And the other books that I have are actually on my Kindle. Yung iba kasi hindi available dito. So I would also recommend Secret Life of Babies, and then also Supernatural Birth. I read this before, as in like with my first baby, and it's a really great book that will encourage you not only when it comes to having a supernatural kind of birth, but also if you're having problems about conceiving or keeping a baby healthy and alive in your tummy, it would also boost your faith for that. Medyo lang may tendency siya to make you feel like when you give birth, dapat wala talagang pain. Maraming ganung stories na they expected that whatever happened to the author and to the other readers of that book na naging painless yung kanilang childbirth, they were expecting it would happen to them, and they get disappointed na hindi yun yung nangyayari sa kanila. Here's my take on that. Is childbirth supposed to be painless? It could be, but it also is possible that you would experience pain, and it's a good kind of pain. It's not a pain that is a curse or that you're really supposed to feel because kailangan masakit ang panganganak. But it's a pain that is purposeful. It's actually more of a kind of pressure that helps to get the baby out and helps to inform the baby that it's time for you to go out. Huwag nating katakutan. May mga ways kung paano natin ma-alleviate yon. But I also don't want you to have a false picture of birth as yung wala, sobrang ganda niya lang at sobrang wala siyang sakit. At saka yung isang super painful naman that it's a curse. Both I don't believe in, but I do believe that birth can be beautiful. I saw a quote somewhere that if a woman doesn't look glorious during her birth, something is very wrong. Oh, diba? Diba? Pinanggol natin. Pag habang nanganganak tayo, para tayong mga Diyos, charos. I guess I've shared everything that's on my mind right now. I probably have more, but I think I've already said too much for one vlog. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope that whatever I said in this video kind of helped you naman. Basta pick lang what you think you can do. You don't naman have to do all of that. I just said those and shared with you everything that I'm doing just so you could have choices. So ayaw mo rin naman mag-information overload, lalo na kung ikaw yung type na hindi mo kaya talaga mag-sift in your mind. So piliin mo lang yung gusto mong basahin. But it's been my pleasure to share these things with you. And if you like this vlog, please make sure to hit the like button. And if you actually have suggestions also for other expecting moms out there, you might have more knowledge than me, don't be afraid to just put it down on the comment section below. Baka meron kayong ma-add pa na learning sa akin tsaka sa mga ibang moms out there. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe your souls. Thanks for watching. Happy expecting mummies!